In this lesson, we're going to discuss MP, which is a submodule in ArcPy. The MP area is used anytime we're working with a project file. So just sort of put into your mind, if you are going to work on a project file, such things as maps or layouts or notebooks, then you're going to use the MP command as part of your data structure so that you can access what's in the project and make changes to the project folder. So we'll discuss that. That'll be used in several different lessons, the MP submodule. We'll also talk about finding broken links. And we're going to show that in two different ways. One way we'll look at the broken links is within ArcGIS Pro. This is the only place in this module that we actually go into ArcGIS Pro. Everything else has been done in our IDE. We'll also look at broken links within our IDE. And finally, we'll look at how we fix broken links. So those will be the concepts that we'll be discussing in this lesson. So let's start with looking at the script inside ArcGIS Pro. You can see this script, and it was wrote inside of ArcGIS Pro. So this was wrote in immediate mode and then executed. Again, each line is executed except for the for loop that's in here as you press enter. So again, we start with things like ArcPy wasn't really needed for this because we're already inside of ArcGIS Pro, but to keep it complete, I typically put that in there. We have this command ArcGIS project, and notice the MP here, but this is a submodule of ArcPy, and we've got something a little different here that we've not done before. It's called current. So since we're inside ArcGIS Pro, if we use the word current, it's going to look at the current project that we're in. This won't work if you're in the IDE. You have to give it a complete path, and we'll look at that in the next set of slides. But if you're actually inside of ArcGIS Pro, you can use the word current, and it's going to work with the current project there. And then we have a new command, list broken data sources. Nothing in there, so we're just going to look at what broken data sources might be on our project file. Now, to copy and do this yourself, you may have to go break some data sources so that you can actually see the broken ones. And then we create a loop with broken being the broken data sources, and we use a variable called list. Here, that's just a variable that I chose to use. So what we're going to do is look at each broken data source. So if there's more than one broken data source, then we'll see each one done. And then what we're going to do is print the name of the broken data source and the pathway to the broken data source. And finally, we're going to tell it that the APRX variable to delete it when we're all done. We should also probably put in there to delete the broken variable, but again, you should clean up your variables at the end of your script. What we see in gray here, and since we're working in ArcGIS Pro, is the results. So the broken source that we have is in_Clark_census. It's not where we expect it to be. And the folder that we're looking at is then shown below there. So those last two lines are not code, but they are the results. Let's look at the same operation, but outside of ArcGIS Pro in our IDE. So let me switch screens here. And it should look very, very familiar, except this first line. This first line is giving me the pathway to the project file. Notice it is a project file. So everything else in this is the same, except now we gave a complete pathway to a project file, and we don't have that project file open. We want to know if there's any broken data links in that file. So we have our loop again. There we've made our delete statement a little bit broader. And if we execute this little script here, it'll come back and tell us if there's any broken data sources. So the concept, the process was exactly the same as what we just did inside of ArcGIS Pro, except we didn't use the word current, but it wasn't the current project that we were looking at. But here we're just looking at a project since we're in our IDE. Well, once you find out what is broken, it'd be nice to be able to fix it again within our IDE. So let's look at the script for that. So here's the script. Now this is a standalone script to fix the broken data source. You could combine these two scripts together, obviously. That's not what we've done. We've looked at them as two individual scripts. So again, what project file are we looking at? It's the same one that was in the last script. So this is the same line as was the early line in the last script that we just looked at. And what we're going to do is say update connection properties. So the first pathway here is the old, and the second pathway here is the new. And it's the pathway to the data. So it was in the geodatabase, now it's in a set of folders. And so what we're doing is just changing the pathway that'll be saved in the project file. And then so that we make sure that we don't damage the original project file, we're going to do save a copy, and we're telling it where that copy is going to be, including the project file's name, which I just put an A on the end, and that would be a typical situation that I might do when I'm trying to correct something. Let's not destroy the old, let's give it a new name, but give it a name that is somehow correspondent with the previous name. So what we have done here is updated the broken links. Now in this example there was only one broken link. There could be multiple broken links, and they could be in multiple different folders, so you might have to do a command like this multiple times. And again, you might be grabbing the data for the old by looking for the broken links. So there's several different pieces that could be used to put this all together. But remember, we're working with a project file, so we're in that sub module MP anytime we're working with the project file.